You look so wonderful in your dress. I love your hair like that, the way it falls on the side of your neck, down your shoulders and back. We are surrounded by all of these lies, and people that talk too much. You got the kind of look in your eyes as if no one knows anything but us. Should this be the last thing I see, I want you to know it's enough for me. 'Cause all that you are is all that I'll ever need. So in love, so in love, so in love, so in love. You look so beautiful in this light, your silhouette over me, the way it brings out the blue in your eyes is the Tenerife Sea. And all of the voices surrounding us here, they just fade out when you take a breath. Just say the word and now we'll disappear.
Welcome.
Into the world.
Are you all ready to witness Amber and Ryan tie the knot today? Ryan and Amber have asked that you silence and stow your phones and cameras. Michael is here today to capture the memories that will be shared with all of you. So please sit back, bring to mind all the love and joy you have for Amber and Ryan, and be in this moment as we celebrate. Please stand. We are here today to witness and celebrate the love and marriage of Ryan and Amber. This celebration of love marks your transition as a couple, from promises to commitment. Your family and friends have come together to acknowledge and strengthen the bond that you have carefully nurtured into what we see today. This ceremony is a public affirmation of your bond, and it is our honor and privilege to stand witness to this event. We're going to exchange rings and vows now. Where are the rings? Excuse me, whichever.
Get a close up of the ring.
Ryan and Amber, your I do's are a vocal statement of your commitment to the covenant of marriage and to each other. Your rings are the physical symbol of the bond that already unites you in love. Ryan, place the ring on Amber's finger. Amber, do you accept this ring as a token and symbol of Ryan's love and the covenant you are entering today?
I do.
Amber, place the ring on Ryan's finger. Ryan, do you accept this ring as a token and symbol of Amber's love and the covenant of marriage you are entering today?
I do.
May these wedding rings you exchange today remind you of your commitment to each other, and that you are always surrounded by love. If life has any meaning to us all, it is because of the power of love. Love enriches our lives as human beings. It is the reason for peace in the family and peace on earth. The love these two share for each other is a beautiful miracle. Well, y'all, you can sit down. Holy moly. Sorry. They're like, ready. Yes, they are. Ryan and Amber's understanding of the true meaning of marriage has come alive from many influences: their families, their friends, and each of their own personal beliefs. Family and friends, we are here to strengthen the foundation of their love for each other and to bring family and friends together to celebrate these same bonds that hold us all together. Amber, Ryan, what defines your love today will change and grow as life adds texture and color to your relationship. It takes seconds to say I love you, but it can take a lifetime to show it. This ceremony is a celebration of a new stage in a much larger process that is the love that continues to grow between you. Two people who are realistic about the ups and downs of a relationship. We're going to start by hand fasting. What do you think you Ryan, will you cause her pain?
I may.
Is that your intention?
No.
Amber, will you cause him pain?
I may.
Is that your intention?
No.
Will you share each other's pain and seek to ease it?
We will.
And so the binding is made. Amber, will you share Ryan's laughter?
I will.
Ryan, will you share Amber's laughter?
I will.
Will both of you look for the brightness in life and see what is positive about each other?
We will.
And so the binding is made. Amber, will you burden him?
I will.
Is that your intention? No. Ryan, will you burden her?
I will.
Is that your intention?
No.
Will you share the burdens of each so that your spirits may grow in this union?
We will.
And so the binding is made. Amber, will you share his dreams?
I will.
Ryan, will you share her dreams?
I will.
Will you dream together to create a new shared reality?
We will.
I will.
And so the binding is made. Amber, will you cause Ryan anger?
I will.
Ryan, will you cause Amber anger?
I will.
Is that your intention?
No.
Will you take the heat of anger and use it to temper the strength of this union?
We will.
You're using the small cord for small anger. And so the binding is made. Amber, will you honor him?
I will.
Ryan, will you honor her? Will you seek to never give cause to break that honor?
I will. Or we will. We will.
And so the binding is made. All right, now we're gonna do some movement here. The knots of this binding are not formed by these cords, but instead by your vows. Either of you may drop the cords, for always you will hold within your hands the making or breaking of this union. Woven into these cords, into their very fibers, are all the hopes of your family and friends and of yourselves for your new life together. With the entwining of this knot, do I tie all the desires, dreams, love, and happiness wished here in this place to your lives for as long as love shall last. You may pull the knot. In the joining of hands and the fashion of a knot, so are your lives now bound to one another. By this cord, you are thus bound to your vow. May this knot remain tied for as long as your love shall last. May this cord draw your hands together in love, never used to be used in anger. May the vows you have spoken never grow bitter in your mouths. Two entwined in love, bound by commitment and fear, sadness and joy, by hardship and victory, anger and reconciliation, all of which brings strength to this union. Hold tight to one another through the good times and the bad, and watch as your strength grows. Remember that this is not the physical cord, but what it represents that keeps you together. Do you have the allergies? With this commitment, may your life together continue to be overflowing with an abundance of love, laughter, and joy. May you always share open and honest communication between each other. May you respect each other's individual talents and gifts and give full support to each other's professional and personal pursuits. May your love continue to be a source of adventure and contentment, affection and respect, devotion and support for one another. May all your years to come be filled with the strength and perseverance for the lows and more moments to celebrate and renew your love. Now, I'm going to step to the side.
Because you have come here today to marry and committed yourselves to one another through the exchange of rings and your pledge to each other through the hand fasting. It is with immense joy and celebration I pronounce you husband and wife. Kiss! Everyone, please stand. It is my distinct honor to present to you for the first time Brian and Amber as husband and wife.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
couple. Thank you.
Introducing to you our bride and groom this evening, Mr. and Mrs. Brian and Amber Reif. So bride and groom chose to be announced first this evening. They want to watch the bridal party come out and do their intro. So our bridal party will be next. Here we go. Someone give me an indication. Is our bride and groom seated?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Here we go, we got Carrie Ann and Zane who are first. We got Sarah and AJ next. Kelsey and Christian. Next we have Haley and Gage. This next couple's got a really good put on a good show for you. Karen and Aaron. Next we got Amy and Zach. Your maid of honor and best man, Amanda and Tyler. Next round of applause for our Tyler wedding party.
Come on, sis. I know she had for 3 months. I know the milk is exactly
Maybe they wanted to clean us.
all that much other time. You know what I mean? The other one in Darien, you should know that place better. Yeah. The other one
Right, this time we're going to have our maid of honor, Amy. She's shaking her head no, but don't forget to push that button. Wait till it turns green.
beach?
So, public speaking is a very strong suit. Just bear with me here. Alright. Hello, everyone. My name's Amy, the bride's self-proclaimed best friend and confidant for the last 2 decades. I knew from the first day that I met Amber that we were going to be lifelong friends. That's a lie. We butt heads constantly, but I had a trampoline and her mom had the best snacks, so we made it work. No, Amber's always been a loyal friend you can count on to show up for you and be there when you need her. She might be 20 minutes late, but she will be there. Amber's always putting her loved ones first, no matter what. And then there's Ryan. When I first met Ryan, he was always a little quiet around me, although that might have just been because I was super loud and obnoxious. But eventually he came around. I like to think he even kind of likes me now. But Ryan did that because he knew that Amber loved me. Because Ryan is the type of guy who puts Amber first, who considers her feelings the way she considers everybody else's. Amber can rely on Ryan the way that we can all rely on her. He makes her happy when she's feeling down, makes her feel safe when she's having a tough day, and he makes her feel loved completely and encourages her quirkiness every step of the way. I've spent the last 20 years watching Amber prioritize everybody else's happiness. So today, let's honor hers. And Ryan, I know that you'll spend every day for the rest of forever doing just that. I couldn't have picked a better best friend for my best friend. Cheers to the happy couple.
Alright, TT. Call Tyler, TT.
Hello.
Hi, Tyler.
By the way, staring at me is not a prerequisite for this speech, so feel free to look down at your table if you'd like. I've gotten to know Ryan pretty well over the last few years. Turns out we have a lot in common. We share the same birthday, like a lot of the same music, the same face, same DNA, things that typically bring two people together. But in all seriousness, having a twin brother is an experience that I wouldn't trade for the world. I've been grateful every single day that I've had him in my life. Having somebody in your life that thinks the exact same way as you, pretty incredible. For all you twinless people out there, you're really missing out. Great experience. Highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. Speaking of knowing Ryan really well, that also lends itself to a few talents, such as knowing exactly how to antagonize him. For those of you who know Ryan really well also, it's not that hard. To give you an example, there was one time where we were doing some grocery shopping at Jewel Osco. Ryan grabbed a carton of eggs. We were just hanging out, just doing some groceries. And we started arguing, and I knew exactly where to take it. Eventually I got Ryan angry enough where he tried to charge me with his shoulder. But because Ryan's slow and predictable, I saw it from a mile away. So I just did like one of these, I just stepped back a little bit, and Ryan, because he's a train wreck and can't control himself, just careened into this Pepsi pyramid, dropped the eggs everywhere. It was a total mess, and then he got back up and got mad at me, like it was my fault, because that's how that works. But for every small victory like that, there are instances where it's obvious that Ryan and I understand each other and connect on a level that is kind of unique. Let me give you another example. So my Aunt Jackie's wedding. Aunt Jackie's back there. Hi, Aunt Jackie. Woo! So Aunt Jackie made a horrible mistake. She sat us at the very front of her ceremony. And it was a beautiful ceremony. They looked great. There was nothing wrong with it. The mistake was that my brother and I were by each other. At one point, I leaned forward and I looked over at Ryan, and he turned and he looked over at me, and that was all we needed. We just died laughing. We didn't even know why. There was no reason why. They asked us why. We couldn't tell them why. We just understood each other in that way. I mean, it hurt. We were laughing that hard. I would make a joke like it was his face, but you could see how that would backfire. But through all of this, there are several things I can say about Ryan. He has a lot of amazing qualities. Ryan is one of the kindest, most genuinely thoughtful people I know. He's highly motivated, and as his twin brother, I am incredibly grateful to share my life with him as a friend, as a brother. If I got to choose that again 1,000,000 times over, I would, every single time. And I'm excited for him to get to share those great qualities with another person that we love so much. Which brings me to Amber. So Amber, I actually met Amber for the first time a couple of years before Ryan did. It was something. So the first time I met Amber, she actually imitated Zoidberg through a doorway. Ask her at some point tonight to replicate that. It's great, you won't regret it. It was comically endearing, but also mildly concerning. And flash forward a couple of years, and I heard that Ryan and Amber were being set up by my friend here, Zach. And I thought to myself, I should save him. But then I decided it would be more entertaining to watch it unfold. It turned out all right. As you can see, things are phenomenally well. We're here now. But Amber, like Ryan, shares a lot of those same great qualities. She's incredibly kind, incredibly patient, very, very generous, delightfully quirky. And we love all of that about Amber. There are still some concerns. Ask Ryan about the way she walked into the swim-up bar at the Dells last summer. You won't regret it. It's a great story. But we love Amber very much, and we're happy for this opportunity. Congratulations to Ryan and Amber. I love you both very much.
All right. Well, we're here because of me, all right? Not them, because I'm telling you guys right now that when I decided to set these two up, it was like bashing heads together. It was like pulling teeth. I'm not a dentist. I'm not an orthodontist. But I would equate it to that. I mean, it was terrible. I mean, oh, I don't want to hang out this day. I don't want to hang out that day. You know, I mean, this weekend's not good. That weekend's not good. It took forever. Finally, I had to pick Amber up over at one of her friends' houses in New Lenox, and we got them together, and it was just, you know, love at first sight. I mean, really, oh my God. You know, and I did a great job. I think that personally, you know, 9 years down the road, I got an open bar out of this. This has all been about me. It's been about my wants, my needs. I set my friends up. They seem happy, right? I mean, look at them. They're smiling. Look at them. No, that's a fake act. Come on. But in all seriousness, you know, I think it's pretty special being able to be a part of a wedding where you know both people outside of themselves, outside of their relationship. For Ryan, you know, I met him through Tyler, which Ryan will hate that, but it's true. And we met in Homework Club, which for those of you that don't know, Homework Club is when you're really bad at school and they decide to put you into school for longer so that you can be better at school. And the entire time we just sat there and ate Chewy bars and did nothing. You know, there's no guy that I would rather get a D- with in summer school. There's no guy I would travel 2 hours to get arrested with. And there's no guy that I would rather have drive me to the ER when I think that my heart's gonna explode and his bladder's gonna explode. And now, you might think that, wow, okay, you know, just talking about Ryan right now. But, you know, then there's Amber, you know, I'm great friends with Amber. There's no person that I'd rather sit in a BK parking lot with and eat triple stack BK sliders with, you know, for hours on end and drink way too much Dr. Pepper. And get into a car accident on Lakeshore Drive. You know, and there's no other set of people that I would sit around with and spend hundreds of dollars on lunch just getting sushi on a Wednesday because. But seriously, I know that you guys have been stressing over this. I've watched it over the last 4 months. I've watched Amber make fun of Ryan for 4 months about the donuts and the tablecloths and every single other thing. Justified, by the way. And I just want to let you guys know that it turned out great. You guys look great. And everything else is going to be great. Except next weekend. I love you guys. And that's it.
Nice job.
All right, we got one more. We got one more last-minute toast for Gage down here. One more.
Sorry, I'm a little dramatic. Hi, everybody. I'm Gage. I'm a lot sappier than these guys. They're a lot funnier than I am. I'm just gonna be honest. I have the special honor of being both brother to the bride and friend of the groom. What can I say about Amber? I lived with them for a little bit of time, and the number of shenanigans that we got up together, I shit you not, dude. Pretty messed up. Ryan, I remember one time specific. It was my 21st birthday, and for lack of a better term, I was spewing out of both ends. I'm just gonna call it what it was. But Ryan he was there to walk me through it, and he was very, I don't know, like, he was kind, and even in a place where, you know, I didn't really know him all that well at the time. And he helped me out, and I could never thank you enough for that, because now I know, don't drink. And then, of course, Amber. I love you, Amber. We grew up together, you know, I was always, you know, getting yelled at by you to get out of your room, you know, fun stuff like that. But I think one of the most fondest memories I have of Amber is our Cali trip, where we drove all the way across the country, and we're blaring Hamilton about 90% of the time, if you all know Hamilton, the musical. And there was one very specific song in there that we both love very much. Watching them, living with them, and just, you know, getting to know Ryan a little bit more, and even getting to know Amber a little bit more living together, because, you know, she was my older sister. I didn't really spend a lot of time with her growing up. But living with them and just getting to know who they are as a couple, it showed me what love and what that kind of connection can do for a person and how they can blossom. And I don't think I would be the person I am today without them, because they are just... In lack of a better term, they saved me. They saved me from being alone. And I can't thank them enough for that. So thank you guys, and I love you.
All of you lift your glasses and toast to our bride and groom this night, Mr. and Mrs. Reif. That's right. So give the photographer, who is your slash videographer, who's slash DJ, 2 minutes here. If we set up, we'll have our first dance with our bride and groom. Okay, at this time we have our bride and groom to the dance floor for their first dance. Ryan and Amber chose a song by Iron and Wine called Such Great Heights.
Thinking it's a
your hands together for our bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Reif. Nice. We're going to have our groom and mother dance at this time. So Ryan can stay out there. And we'll get mom. Same spot on the dance floor. We got just a couple of minutes here. We'll take a station identification break at the moment since our groom has to relieve himself. So my name's Mike, and my daughter's name is Candace. We're Vision Pro Studios out of Coldwater, Michigan. We travel all over the states of Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, doing weddings, birthday parties, private and corporate events, race car events. And we are so happy that Amber and Ryan chose us to be a part of their day. Be a good time also, folks, to make sure you sign the guest book that is available for memories for our bride and groom. Nice round of applause for our caterers tonight. I hope dinner was really good. Folks probably enjoyed it. Nice round of applause for our caterers. And our bartenders are waiting patiently for you guys to get your groove on here momentarily. Make sure you take care of our bartenders. Tip them well tonight. They are here to serve you lots and lots of Colorado Kool-Aid. All right, we're ready for our groom and his mother, their dance. Nice round of applause for our groom and his mother tonight. Their dance together.
You are also my greatest supporter, my biggest advocate, and my #1 fan. These things, These things may seem cliche, but that hardly matters when they're all inexorable truths. That said, my vows to you are to always be your blanket, to keep you warm when you're feeling cold, to shield, you're gonna make me cry. To shield you from whatever is out there when it is dark, and to cuddle up to when you need comfort. I vow to always be your advocate, to make sure that your voice is heard when you can't speak, to make sure that your needs are met before you sacrifice them for others.
You like the hair?
Yeah. And I just got bit by a mosquito.
I saw that happen actually.
And to make sure that you're invited if they're going to use you to get alcohol.
Yeah, right.
When we started dating, I was 22 and she had just turned 21, and her friends were 20. And they'd always be like, Amber, can you get us alcohol? And I'd be like, they're inviting you though.
Right.
You're not getting them anything unless they invite you.
Apparently.
Lastly, I vow always to be your best friend, lover, and biggest fan, to celebrate your achievements big and small, to try a little harder to commiserate rather than give solutions to your problems, because yeah, fuck them,
Yeah,
makes
fuck
us all
them.
feel a lot better.
Yeah, it does.
But to us, to our future, to our unyielding love, and for each other. I love you.
I love you too. What you did? My face. It's mush now.
I ruined it. The wedding's off.
The wedding's off. We keep joking about that. Just jotting some stuff down about how you make me want to be the best version of myself. How I've never been very good at like bettering myself for myself, but you've always made it so important for me to do it for myself, but I'm always like, how can I be like more like Brian? I know that sometimes it may not work, but I'm always going to keep trying because it's important for me to do it. You've always been my biggest cheerleader, and I've always been your biggest cheerleader from day one. You know, I give up on this. There's too much. It's coming out my nose now. I will always do my best to be patient with you, and I know that you will always do the same with me. Neither of us are. You have ever-growing ambition, and you always want to be the best person you can. You always are doing your best to make sure that I'm in the best mental space possible, even when it is damn near impossible. You have. Basically, what I have from there on out is just, I promise always to be the person you can be goofy with, that you don't have to worry about being the adult around. I'll always be your best adventure buddy. Always pushing you to try new things, even if you're being stubborn about it. I'm still gonna make you try new shit. I know that we originally decided on no vows. For the past 9 years, you've been my best friend and my confidant. I love that. First and foremost, we're best friends. But I'd be lying to say if I didn't look forward to you getting a little mushy-gushy. That was actually a piece of that, so that's good. And I know that originally I was super, like I went between being bummed and being kind of, I don't know, pissed off and like, or like whatever the fuck it, about like not being able to have anybody walking down the aisle. But I think that us walking together makes way more sense. Yes. So why the fuck would we change that?
You don't.
Alright. And if you I'm gonna take a this now. Now that I've dehydrated.